What's going on, guys? It's Prototype, and I have a great new tip video for you guys today. Now, this video is going to be talking about the epic boss specifically. I plan on starting a new series where I go in depth with certain tips. I can talk about like the arena, the epic boss, heroic mode, wars, raid bosses, just anything you guys want me to talk about. So if you have suggestions, be sure to leave suggestions in the comment section below. That would be very much appreciated. I really love it when you guys help me out with video ideas, so if you want to be a part of that, then be sure to let me know. And yeah, so this first one, like I said, is going to be on the epic boss. Now, the first thing you need to know when you're going to fight the epic boss is, of course, how to prepare for it, or how to summon it. Now, if you fight at the Kingdom of Darkness, it will not summon the epic boss, and I would not recommend fighting at the Haunted Citadel. That's actually the strongest place you can fight and still summon the epic boss. So if you want to level up, then you can fight there, I guess, but I wouldn't really recommend it if you're focusing on the epic boss. Now, where I would recommend that you fight is the Skeleton's Tomb. Now, actually, you can fight here if you want to fight all 4 stages. There's 2 places I would recommend, the Skeleton's Tomb and, of course, Relic Ruins. Now, when you go fight at these locations, normally it takes only 3 waves of enemies to summon the epic boss, which means that you don't even have to fight the 4th wave anyways. But fighting the 4th wave of enemies in the stage will not summon the epic boss. Now, if you want to fight the 4th stage here on the Skeleton's Tomb, you can. You will get resources to craft a golden star armor, which is actually pretty good for where this stage is at in the adventure mode. But I would recommend that you fight at the Relic Ruins, as it is much easier. You only take like 1 damage from everything, no matter what, basically. So I would fight at the Relic Ruins, and once you have summoned the epic boss, the next step is to create your lineup for that boss. Now, this is going to be kind of difficult to explain, so please bear with me as I explain this. Elements are very important when you fight the epic boss, and I'll probably include pictures to help explain this, just for examples. So, the Fire Earth epic boss would be considered an non-adjacent element combo. Now, what that means is that one element does not beat the other element. Now, for example, an adjacent armor or element combination would be, let's see, water-air or earth-air, because air beats water, so that would be considered an adjacent combo. And earth beats air, so that would also be considered an adjacent combo. Now, when fighting adjacent combos, of course you want to use adjacent combos that beat both of those, because you wouldn't have a weakness to it. But when you're fighting something like a Fire Earth armor, for example, I would recommend that you would use something like Spirit Earth. Of course you can use Water Spirit, which would be the best to use, but using a Spirit Earth would be better than using just another Fire Earth against it. Now, if you use Spirit Earth, you would at least have a bonus against the boss, but it would deal extra damage to you, which really doesn't matter, honestly. Like, if you're fighting with 1 bonus but you're still taking extra damage, it's still better than fighting with no weakness and no bonus towards the boss. So use Spirit Earth against a Fire Earth if you want. If you guys can generalize that to the other elements, that would be great, because I really don't have time to explain every single combination. So that's the element combinations that you want to use. Of course, against a mono, it really doesn't matter what combination you use. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about your knight lineup. Now, when you're arranging your knights, you want to use your strongest knight towards the back. So if you're using 2 knights like this, then you're going to want your main knight to be second, and if you're using 3 knights like this, then you're going to want your main knight to be last. It's a very simple concept. You guys should be able to understand that. If you can't, then I'm sorry, but I don't really know how else to explain it to you. So basically, I don't really know why, but in my experience, it's worked the best. You can use more power attacks, and it just kind of, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not going to go into in-depth with that. Now, this next strategy is called the, I'm just going to give it a very simple name. It's going to be called the less energy strategy. And this is most important when you are trying to get to level 60 or to 43 on the epic boss. For 15, it really doesn't matter, because you have plenty of time to get there anyways, even if you're lower level. So how this strategy works. Now, let's say I'm fighting a boss and I'm right at the breaking point, which is usually about level 20 for armors like this. If I were to use one knight, I could not beat level 20. Actually, no, this is not wouldn't be level 20. It would be stronger than that. But basically, when I get to the point where I can't beat it with 2 knights, actually that definitely wouldn't be level 20 for me. But basically, the thought is that when you get to the point where you can't beat it with 2 of your own knights, instead of using a third of your own knight and using an extra energy, get rid of both of your other knights, use your main knight or your strongest knight, and hire a friend that is really, really strong against this epic boss. For example, I would definitely use Akira because they have ridiculous attack, 4,100 attack and, 3,200 defense, is much, much stronger than my Earth Warden's battle gear here. I don't know if it's battle gear, but screw it. So yeah, definitely try to use that. If you understand that, then that's wonderful. If you don't understand it, then feel free to message me online. My line ID is in the description. It is protoknd with no spaces. So if you want to message me online, I will be very, very happy to help you guys through this. Like I said, these videos are to benefit you guys, to help you learn the most efficient way of defeating the epic boss and other things in this game. And I just want to help you guys out. So if you have trouble with that, then definitely let me know. I will help you guys out with that. So the next thing, now that you have figured out which knights you want to use and which element combinations you want to use, then you want to start choosing your rings and amulets. Now, these are very important, not super important I guess, but they definitely can change the outcome of a fight. Now, when you are using your knights and using your jewelry alongside them, you want to use either completely use attack, or you could use completely health. Now, as you can see, I get quite a bit of attack if I use all attack, and I get quite a bit of health if I use just health. Now, that is the best method to do. You could combine it, like let's say you have 60 health like I do, and then 183, you could combine it. But I would not recommend using defense of any kind unless you really don't have a choice. Using defense would definitely be a last resort when fighting the epic boss. I don't really know why this works this way. I mean, I don't have the math to explain all this kind of stuff to you guys, but just trust me on this one. I've played this game for 1 year and 7 months, so I have quite a bit of experience on which stat is more important when you're fighting the epic boss, either attack or defense. So now that you know which jewelry combinations you need, which order you need to have your knights, and basically how to maximize the energy that you use, I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys how to find friends the most efficiently. Now, when you're finding friends, you guys are not going to want to go to the arena. Now, I know lots of people say, hey, go to the arena leaderboards and, you know, look at the top 10 or whatever and add people on there. That's not a good idea. I mean, of course, the people in the top 10 are very strong, but those people are not really going to add you. They don't really have any reason to, honestly. They get tons and tons of friend requests, so if you're lower level, then they probably won't add you, and considering how much money they're putting into the game right now, they probably already have a maxed friends list, because somebody that's brand new to the game wouldn't really spend that much money on it. Anyways, guys, as you can see, if you go to the top of the leaderboards, some of the people aren't really that strong, like Troy here, he's level 24. So going to the top of the arena leaderboard isn't really the best idea. So if you go to the epic boss leaderboard, now that is where you're going to find people that are very strong against the epic boss. Of course, these are the people that are doing the most damage to the epic boss at the moment. Now, when you go through here, like I said in the arena leaderboard, the same concept, my goodness, the same concept applies to this method. Now, you don't want to add the people that are top 10 or even top 50 most likely, because those people will not add you. Most of the time, the people that are going on those runs are either advertising for their guilds, or they just, I don't know, they want to beat this epic boss because they don't like how it looks or something. I don't know. Anyways, I don't really know people's motives on that, but you're going to want to go to, I don't know, maybe rank 150 or so, maybe 500, and I would start at 150 and then just work your way down towards 500. That's probably where you're going to find the people that are most willing to add you. And if you're lower level or even higher level, actually I have a good idea for you guys that will also help you guys get more friends as you're using this method. Now, a lot of people have trouble, they use this method and nobody adds them. And that's a big problem for a lot of people. You know, they say, hey, I'm using your method, I've been doing what you told me, but it's not working, nobody's adding me. And this problem can be solved, or at least you can help solve it. It won't completely eliminate it, but it will help solve it if you change your in-game name. Now this can be done by going to your knights. Man, it's laggy. Go to your knights, go to appearance, and go ahead and type in a new name. Now this this idea that I'm giving to you guys is to use a funny name. Use like something punny, something just clever, which is pretty much punny anyways, but use something that's funny and that's going to get their attention. Now you can Google like funny usernames, clever usernames, something like that, and you'll get plenty of ideas there, because I don't really have any for you guys. But if you can do that and just change your name, you'd probably win them over, honestly. Like, I would add somebody that had a really funny name even if they were lower level. So a lot of this, like, adding people theories have come from my own experience. Like, would I add somebody that has a funny name? Yeah, I would. I mean, would I add somebody that has strong armors? Yeah, I definitely would. But if they don't have strong armors, I might just help them out anyways, because I, got a little laugh out of their name. Now, the next thing that you want to do when finding friends is to equip strong armors, or your strongest armors, and your strongest rings and amulets, and also equip different armors, or multiple armors, across the different, I don't know, areas of the game, basically, I should say. Now, I have Armor the Peacock Plus equipped for my adventure lineup, and then I'm going to go into the arena, and I have that switched to my Firestorm Vanguard, which is definitely different armor. It's different elements, and that will attract a wider variety of friends to let you, you'll let them know that you'll be stronger than some people might be that only have one strong armor. You will be more useful. Sorry, I just dropped my pen. That was pretty awkward. Anyways, I just lost my train of thought. Dang it. It will let them know that you'll be strong against more than one epic boss, and that they'll actually get something out of the deal instead of just having you for one epic boss. So that's something that you can use. You can go to the adventure mode, you can go to the arena, you can go to the epic boss itself if you want to just take a break from the epic boss and just get friends. Then you can change what you have in there. It won't really matter if it doesn't line up. People will still add you if you have strong armors. And that's pretty much all I have covering adding friends. That pretty much, summarizes it. That's all that you really need to know while adding friends. Everything else is just kind of depends on the other person, whether they are full on their friends list, whether they are in the mood to add somebody that's funny. And yeah, so one thing that I didn't really mention before, I'm going to go ahead and talk about regeneration. Now, your energy regenerates every 25 minutes, which means that you can get a total of 4 energy before the boss hides. You can possibly get 5, depending on exactly when you summon it. But, most of the time you're just going to get 4. And when you lose a fight, now this is something that I get asked sometimes, and I actually struggled with myself. I didn't really know whether to, regenerate my knights when it gives you the chance to. Once you lose, it will give you the opportunity to heal all your knights for 12 gems, or you can just exit out of the fight and buy more energy. Now, of the two, I would definitely recommend exiting the fight and buying more energy. Now, I'm going to show you guys something really quick. If you go ahead and use all your knights, you will see that it costs a total of 12 energy, or not 12, 8, my bad. It costs a total of 8 energy to use all of your knights. Now, if you were to heal all of these people, all of these knights and your friends, then it would not be worth it, to spend 12 gems to get only 8 energy back, which actually you're probably not going to use anyways. You're not going to use all 8 energy, if you revive him. I'm assuming you're going to make it more than halfway when you beat the epic boss. Now, if you were to buy more energy, you can use less gems to regenerate more energy, which is obviously something that you're going to want to do. I mean, who wouldn't? So that's another basic tip for you guys. That pretty much covers everything I had to in this video. I really hope this was helpful to you guys. Like I said, this is beneficial to all players, whether you're just trying to reach 15 or you're trying to reach 60. This should help you out. If you have any more suggestions for tip videos, or if you have anything on top of what I've already said about the epic boss, then be sure to leave that in the comment section. All help is appreciated. I really love it when you guys are involved in my videos and just, I don't know, this video is supposed to help everybody, so if you can, you know, join in on the help, then please do. That would be very much appreciated. And next video that I make will be on the arena and how to successfully fight in the arena, when to use your power attack, how to set up your knights, and some stuff like that. So if you need help with that, then be sure to stay tuned for the next video. Go ahead and subscribe. That way you won't miss that video. And yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.